Hello class. So right now we're going to be adding multiple materials to the models that you have, and you can do that by downloading materials here on Polyhaven. Here are the materials that I'll be using. So these are all free and they're seamless, which means that no matter how big your UVs are, they will encapsulate the whole model. Okay, so these are the three. They're free, so feel free to download them. And the settings we're going to be using are diffuse, normal in GL, and rough. Okay, so in order for you to add materials here, all you need to do first is to, of course, open the modifier list with the unwrap UV, and then open the UV editor just to make sure that you have all the UVs in place. And then M4 materials. Now, there are two versions of this. I'm sure that most of you guys are familiar with the Slate material editor. We won't be using that for now. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be assigning multiple materials to this bottle over here. So in order to do that, we're going to be changing a lot of things. First off, we're going to be changing this first material into a multi-sub object. Discard the old material. We're going to be naming this bottle. Now what we're going to do is this is going to house multiple materials. So in order for you to do that is what I would prefer to do first, rename these materials and add some color just so I know what they are. So this is going to be material A, mat underscore A. This one will be mat underscore B. This one will be mat underscore C. Now we're going to change the color. I'll change this one to red just so that it'll be clear that material A is red. This one is blue. This one is green. Okay. Now in order for you to add the materials now, what we can do is we can drag and drop this. But the thing is it's still black. It's because it doesn't know what kind of material it's going to house. So in order for you to add those materials, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this is still highlighted white. We're just going to select and drag on this submaterial as an instance. So we'll do that with the 1, 2, and 3. Now, so far it's only assigning 1, but what we really want to do is want to be able to separate which materials are which. In order for you to do that, all you need to do is to just double click the materials or the polygons that you want, and then you're going to be switching the numbers. So for this part, I want it to be blue, so I will just B2, ID number 2, so it will become blue. And then you can do the same thing here. So this one's 3. What I want to do is like a water bottle. I want to be able to have this as a label. I will double click that. And then I will change this one to 3. So when you deselect, you'll be able to see the separation between the 3. Okay, so now that we're done with this, what we're going to be doing is you want to be able to download all your materials from Polyhaven. And when you extract them, they should be looking like this. Now, don't mind these. These .tx files happen. They open up when you put them inside Max. So all you want to have are these square textures things. So what we're going to do is we're going to be assigning all these textures inside each of these colors. In order for you to do that, all you need to do is you change the mode from compact to slate. And then here at the very bottom, so it doesn't really say much here, but when you go to the very bottom, you'll be able to see the settings that you've made. So I've made these 3. If you notice, I have the red, blue, and green. Now we'll try to just drag and drop this over here as an instance. You can see all these materials are available. Now, in order for you to know how it works, if it works, is by adding the materials here one by one. Now, this is the tedious part, but you only have to do this once. So let's say I want the red here to have this metallic blue thing here. So what I'll do is I'll put these all in here. And if you have no idea where to put these things it's actually in the name of the texture. So if it says diffuse, it's usually here on the base color. That's just what it's called. But yeah, it's really diffuse just means base color. Then material for normal. is usually for bump, and then for metal right here, of course, for base metalness, and then you'll see that it works. Now, if you want to see if it's actually working, all you need to do is go here, and then just probably add a free light anywhere in the scene, as long as you'll be able to see the lighting. And then you'll know if it works if you view it on Arnold Viewer. So we'll just go with the active shade. Too bright. So we'll just listen to lighting here in the edit. Change this one to around, I don't know, 400 or 200 or 10. There you go. So now you can see the materials are actually activating. Okay, so get out of the active shade. We'll just be putting these one by one. So the second one, we'll be adding the metal plate for the blue, which is a cap cover. So we will be adding these. You can actually just select, then drag them all. It will list up. It will become a list. Then you can drag. Then what we'll do is we'll put this on metal, this one on bump, right here, and then this one for diffuse base color. And then it should work. All right, perfect. And then last but not least is the green one. I like to use the green one for this one right here. So I'll just hold control, select, hold control, drag and drop. Okay, very good. Okay, so this one will be the base color, this one will be the bump, and this one will be the metalness. Okay, so now it seems to work. What I like to do is I like to just minimize this so that I'll be able to keep the place organized. Okay, and then when you're done with that, you should be able to view all of them in the compact material editor as these instances, which is perfect. Now that you have these together, you can start viewing them on your Arnold viewer, and it seems to work. Very good. Now we'll just add one more light at the back. Hold shift, bring it right there, copy. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so what I want you to do is to just look for materials around the internet. Just make sure to give like the proper credit to who you took it from, and then start adding materials in your objects.